All right, we are going into an active pattern of weather here for the next couple of days. In fact, we've got two separate rounds of storms we're going to be watching here. That first round of storms, it's coming through this evening. Later on today between about 5 p.m. and 11 p.m. Round two of storms could be a little stronger. That's going to be tomorrow night between 6 p.m. Could even last into the early morning hours of Friday before the sun rises. Again, we do have a severe weather potential with both rounds of storms. This is a look at today's severe weather outlook for those storms that are coming in later this evening. Right now, that's a level 2 out of 5 for Memphis and much of the Mid-South. So kind of in a low to a medium risk. Main concerns today going to be some damaging wind gusts, some heavy rain, maybe even a little small hail. Now, tomorrow, that risk actually goes up to a level 3 out of 5. This is with that second round of storms that's going to come through tomorrow night. And it does look like that second round tomorrow could pack a little more of a punch. That's when we could see more widespread damaging wind gusts and even could see a tornado or two in the strongest storms. We're watching that carefully. And of course, we'll keep you updated right here if anything does develop. Starting off with your storm energy, this is kind of the fuel that the storms need to develop. You can see we don't have any of it right now. That's why we're not seeing storms. But through the day today, we're going to have southerly winds. That's going to bring in a little bit of storm energy by this evening. This is going to help to fuel those storms. Notice the highest storm energy down in northern Mississippi. So we're really going to be watching that area. But really anybody could see some strong storms later on tonight. We'll get a break from the severe weather overnight tonight and for the first part of Thursday, but by Thursday evening and Thursday night, that next batch of storm fuel starts to come in from Arkansas, and you can see there's a little bit more energy with that second round of storms. So by 11 p.m. Thursday night, that is when we are likely going to see our highest storm fuel and the highest potential for severe weather. Luckily, all of that storm energy moves out by the time we wake up on Friday morning. So again, two rounds of storms on the way. Those are not impacting us yet this morning. We're starting off with some cloudy skies. It's warm out there already. 65 in Memphis, 56 Dyersburg, 57 in Oxford and Covington, 58 in Blytheville, Arkansas this morning. The first half of the day is going to remain dry, so you don't need the rain gear to start, but I would go ahead and bring the umbrella with you and bring it into the office, bring it into school today, because by the time you get ready to leave later this evening, that is when the storms are going to start to develop. Highs today in the mid-70s, very warm for this time of year. Here's what the hour-by-hour forecast looks like, what the radar could show over the next 48 hours or so. Again, the first half of the day will be dry. By dinner time, though, 5 p.m. or so, we start to see storms develop, and we will have stronger storms pushing through Memphis by around 7 p.m. tonight. Storms continue in northern Mississippi through about 10 o'clock tonight. And then we get a little bit of a break. The rest of the night tonight going to be mainly dry. A couple of thunderstorms in northern Mississippi by this time tomorrow morning. But it's really going to be that second round that we start to watch. That's going to come in late Thursday evening by dinner time, 8 p.m., seeing some storms develop. And then we'll have a line of thunderstorms move through eastern Arkansas and the Memphis metro, likely around midnight into the early morning hours of Friday. By 3 a.m. Friday, still seeing some storms in Selmer and Corinth. That completely moves out of the area by 6 a.m. Friday. Either round of storms could produce damaging wind gusts of 60 miles an hour, maybe some small hail. Definitely a concern with some flooding. 2 to 3 inches of rain are possible. That could cause some street flooding. And tornadoes are a possibility, especially tomorrow night in those strongest storms. But we can't even rule out a tornado later on this evening. So we're going to keep an eye on that. Again, not every storm is going to produce a tornado, but those strongest storms certainly could. All right, let's get to your 7-day forecast. Again, storms develop this evening between about 5 p.m. and 11 p.m. 76 your high today. More storms likely late tomorrow night. Those storms likely going to be the strongest round that we see overnight Thursday into Friday morning. That comes in while many of us are sleeping. Friday, for the most part, going to be fine. It's going to be breezy with some clouds, high around 60. Your weekend looks really good. Sunshine, highs in the 60s, around 70 for Monday and Tuesday with a slight chance of rain by Tuesday.